Hey everybody, welcome back to Bottom Shelf Bar.
That's Connor.
That's Paul.
What are we drinking?
Tonight we're trying J.W. Dant's blended Scotch whiskey, which was $11.50 at the liquor store, and for Scotch, that is extremely cheap.
I am so optimistic. Can't you tell?
Yeah, we're definitely looking forward to this one.
Let's have shots.
Let's do it.
Oh, I'm so worried about this.
It has a really strong aroma.
That aroma is, almost appley.
I mean, it is Scotch. There should be some fruity flavors. Let's find out. It's not horrible, but man, does it
Burns a lot.
It packs a big punch.
I sure was. I was expecting worse though. Flavor-wise, it's actually not that bad at all.
Yeah, flavor-wise, it's not horrible. And it certainly tastes different than the other cheap whiskeys that we've tried, or at least the really sketchy ones. It's hard to tell from a shot what the flavor profile is actually like.
It tasted really appley to me.
Yeah.
Which I'm not against.
Yeah. I mean, power of suggestion is a very real thing in whiskey tasting notes.
Yeah.
But I get some appley notes as well, especially on the finish. It's got some apple going on. And it's got not too much woody, tannin flavor. It doesn't just taste like oak or other wood barrels that might be used to age Scotch. I don't actually know that much about Scotch.
That sure does burn a lot, though, for 40%.
Yeah, as many of them do. But so far, that's not horrible.
Yeah, I was expecting worse.
Yeah, it's game time. As we tend to be doing for whiskey episodes, this wasn't planned, but we're going to put wood in our mouths.
That's right.
And stack dice on these rulers. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
This ruler has the same tasting notes as Kentucky Deluxe.
Aha.
Alright, okay. Alright, Connor, alright.
We're just getting warmed up.
We're getting warmed up. I stopped to make a quip.
We're gonna stop to make a whiskey or a Scotch Sour. So
yeah.
We'll be right back with that. This is a Scotch Sour. Unlike most sours, it doesn't have any simple syrup in it, so it's extra sour. It's just 2 parts Scotch to 1 part lemon juice.
Oh man.
There's gonna be a lot of interesting drinks in this episode, so here we go.
It's just a sour shot. I hate it. I hate it a lot. It doesn't taste bad per se, I just hate it.
I don't think it's bad. It's pretty sour, though.
No, I agree that I don't really think it's bad. I just hate it.
I guess that's fair. Yeah, the Scotch Sour is an interesting rendition of a whiskey sour because it's, as far as sweetness goes, it relies entirely on the Scotch. And I don't know how good of a Scotch this is to make one. That being said, if this is up your alley, I think this works.
I mean, here's the thing. Alright, here's actually why I hate it. I think syrup adds a mouthfeel component to your cocktails.
It's true.
And without it, it's just strange. It tastes watered down to me, even though it's not. And I think that's literally just from syrup not being in it. Or a liqueur, something thick.
Yeah. It's also, this should be obvious because it's very acidic and alcoholic, but it's very dry.
See, maybe this is because I am not the biggest on super sweet drinks. I don't think this is very dry. Sweetness level of this is really nice in my opinion. I just genuinely miss the mouthfeel of having syrup in a drink.
Yeah, I think very dry was overstating it. It's a little bit dry.
Yeah.
It's definitely sour, but taste-wise, it's perfectly fine, I would say.
Yeah. I've had wines drier than that. I will say, to speak to the actual quality of the Scotch and not just what this cocktail that we've never had is like, it's kind of bland. There's not a lot going on.
Yeah, I would agree. There is just kind of a... This pretty lemony. The lemon kind of overshadowed it.
It's just lemon and alcohol, which is kind of disappointing because I was almost excited to see what the tasting notes of the Scotch were like when it wasn't just straight, Scotch.
Yeah.
So, maybe we'll see more of the highball.
We'll find out. But first, rulers. Rule change, you can now only use one hand to pick up the dice. So.
Yeah, because I feel like we were just doing this, which I feel like is not...
Yeah, that was a little cheesy, so here we go.
But we've both done it. It's
the new change, so 3, 2, 1, go. You got it.
I don't think I did. I think that was like a photo finish, my dude.
I was keeping a very close eye. And
were you?
You
got
it.
Just had the peripheral.
So we're going to make a highball now, and hopefully taste whiskey in it.
Otherwise, we'll just lick this oak.
Another 2-ingredient drink. These are Scotch highballs. We made them in a 3-to-8 Scotch to soda ratio. What are you doing over there? Trying to be Churchill?
Call me Winston. 3-to-8 ratio.
So, hopefully this will give us a good idea of whether or not the Scotch is usable. Time to sip.
You know what I'm weirdly getting a lot of in this?
What?
For one, way sweeter than I was expecting.
Yeah.
For two, vanilla.
I could see that.
I know there's other notes there, but overwhelmingly that's what I'm getting out of this. And I don't like it because it's weird.
Vanilla's there, the apple is back.
Yeah, the apple's back, but it's more on like the... It's not the first flavor that hits, but it's definitely there. It is, to me, like nauseatingly strong, like artificial vanilla flavor.
Interesting. I think it is interesting and very worth noting that this is one of the few whiskeys that we've been able to find like distinct flavors in, which is exciting to me. But that being said, this is not fantastic, I don't think.
I would never drink this in a million years if I paid for it.
I wouldn't pay for it, but I would drink it if I made it for myself.
Well, that being said, now that I've tried it, I would also just never make that for myself. I very much dislike that drink. It was weirdly too sweet. I don't know how it was too sweet. It just was. The whatever they flavored this with, I'm convinced that there's like a ton of artificial flavoring in this after that, and it is nauseatingly strong. It is gross. I really hated that.
I could definitely see there being some artificial flavors in this. The flavors, or the individual flavors that I was able to find were all just a tiny bit off.
Yeah.
But I didn't hate any of them. It's just a little odd.
Yeah, I might also just be more susceptible to something. I mean, people's palates are different.
Yeah.
But whatever this is flavored with is repulsive to me. And it only came through here because there's nothing to cover it up because it's just soda water. Yeah, I would never buy this. That was a really rough drink for me.
All right, well, ruler time.
Ruler time.
All right, rulers version 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Aha.
I got it. Taking away
We're getting almost too fast with this.
Taking away one of my hands really made this harder. Now we're gonna do a really challenging drink.
It's gonna be a rough one, boys and girls,
and
non-binary people.
Guys, gals, non-binary pals, you might be about to get your spit take. This is called Silver Bullet. It is 2 parts gin and 1 part scotch, and a
with
little
a twist of lemon.
Twist of lemon just to help us out. I found it on a cocktail app that, you put in your ingredients and it tells you what you can make. And it is the first drink we've ever made on the show that we're actually, genuinely a little bit scared of.
Yeah, I'm worried about this. I feel like I'm about to know what it feels like to be a werewolf.
Maybe, yeah. I suppose.
Sure smells interesting.
We're gonna take a sip, and if we hate it, then we're just gonna shoot the rest of it.
Yeah, it is all liquor, so...
It's a bullet. Might as well. Whoa, wow. Okay.
That is pretty rough. That is pretty
That's a
rough.
bullet. I think we should shoot it.
I agree.
Alright.
Fucking cheers, dude.
Wow.
Oh.
That is a robust flavor.
That is an interesting flavor, to be sure. The lemon comes through more than I was expecting, if I'm being honest.
Lemon is pretty potent. It doesn't get enough credit.
Wow, I did not enjoy that.
It's not... Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying, I didn't enjoy that, and I expected it to, because Beefeater's most of the drink, and...
Yeah. We did use Beefeater gin, because that's the good gin that I have. But, man, that packs a hell of a punch. It is called a silver bullet for a reason.
Yeah. Unironically, a pretty decent shot as far as shots go. Taking shots to get alcohol in you quickly. It's not bad for that, but you wouldn't catch me ordering this at a bar. I would just order a tequila shot.
Yeah. That definitely, especially with the JW Scotch, definitely falls more into the category of a shoot it and get on with it than examine what it tastes like.
Which kind of disappointed me, because I feel like a combination of gin and scotch, I would want to, parse out the flavor and take my time and enjoy it.
There should be a lot there, but this was kind of just pain.
This tasted like smoky gin, and I know there's a really popular gin that is barrel aged the same way a whiskey is. I can't recall the name right now, but it is what you're supposed to give people to get them into gin. And I feel like this... Oh, I guess I didn't finish mine. This is like a worse version of that.
Yeah, this was not great, but there's a time and a place for it. It wasn't the worst thing we've ever tried.
Yeah, to be fair, I kind of did expect it to be the worst thing we've ever tried, so...
It exceeded the minimal expectation. It's ruler time, I would say.
It is ruler time.
All right, it's ruler time one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh shit, I accidentally picked up 2 of them. Got it. Check the tape. We were pretty close in all the rounds, and JW Dant Scotch was kind of close to being okay most of the time. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. I feel like it's not a great Scotch, but it is. If you're a Scotch/whiskey enjoyer on a really tight budget, I think it works.
I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 5, which is I think the biggest discrepancy we've ever had on the show. I think it's potable. You could drink this. To me, the flavor, and honestly, the alcohol burn. I mean, the shot burned a lot. Wasn't that bad. I just can't get past the flavors that this comes out as in any of the drinks. It's palatable, but for whatever reason, I find the flavor revolting. Yeah, I would literally never drink this. But 1 out of 5 is reserved for literally can't drink it because it is just atrocious, and I can do shots of this, just no drinks.
Yeah. So 2.5 out of 5 overall. Definitely not the worst thing that we've ever tried. If you desperately need Scotch on the cheap, it's okay. This has been Bottom Shelf Bar. I'm Connor.
I'm Paul.
And we hope to see you very soon in our next episode. As always, leave a comment below if you have anything you would like to suggest. And we will see you next time.
Don't have shots made of more than one liquor.
Have that on video.
Got you on tape.